Hey guys, we are doing another video, and today I am just gonna do a review on how to round in math. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your paper, and you are going to so say you had around 710 and it has to be by tens. So it's 7. Let me try to show you this. It's 710, and it has to be by tens. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look. Oh wait, no, it can't be by tens. It has to be by hundreds. So by 100. And what you're gonna do is by doing this, you are gonna so you're gonna look at the 7, and you're gonna put a line under that. Turn that into the 1. So I'll show you what it looks like. I'm trying to fold the paper so you guys can see. Fold this. So this is what it should look like. So you got the 7, you underlined it, and it's turned into the 1. Sorry for this little mark right here. So the 1, really, so you're going to round that. So if it's round by hundreds, the 1, I know this trick, so it's 5 or more, raise the score, 4 or less, let it rest. That means if it's 5 and up, you are going to make that 7. If in the tens place, it's a 5 and up, this whole number would turn into an 800. But since this is 4 and under, a 1, you're going to turn that 7. That's going to turn into, it's going to stay a 7. And then the 1's going to turn into a 0, and the other 0 is going to stay a 0. So I'm going to teach you guys a trick. So that's what it should look like. So if you had... So say you had 720 this time. It's very easy because if you're rounding by hundreds, you just have to get that 2, and since it's under, it's really easy if the second number is under 4 or under, because all you have to do is cross out the 2 and turn it into a 0. So, and it's really easy for, like, say 750. That's really easy too, because you just cross out the 5. You cross out the 5 and turn that into a 0 and put this 7 into an 8. So it's actually really easy. So let's get like a number not with 0 at the end. So like 857. So that one's kind of harder. You have to look. But you're still looking only at the tens. So we're rounding by hundreds. So 5, it's 5 and up. So that would mean, and that's a 7, it's 5 and up. So that means this would turn, so that would turn into a 9, this would turn into a 0, and that would turn into a 0, which leaves you with 900. So really, it's very easy to round. So, like if you had 200, I'm like doing this my way. So you have 200 over here. You have 200, and you want to round this by tens. So you would go to the 0, and so it's just gonna stay that number if you have that. So here's the trick. If you're rounding by tens, and you have like a solid number like 200, 300, 400, 500, any number with a 0, 0, or just a 0, it's going to be itself. So let's get 264. And we were rounding by tens. The 6 and the 4. So the 4 is 4 and under. So that 6 would stay a 6, the 2 would stay a 2, but the 4 would turn into a 0. So that's pretty much with rounding. It's very easy, and pretty much it's just like you're just like getting the number and putting it closest to something so it turns into a 0 at the end. So it's not like, so it's just like if you had like 57 and something and 57, it would just be something to turn into the, like if you had, if you're rounding by hundreds, you want the 2 last numbers to be 0, 0. And if you're rounding by tens, you want the last number to be 0. And if you're rounding by ones, then that's really easy. So that's pretty much it for this one. I'm gonna do more math videos after I upload this one. So bye guys, see you in the next video. And remember to like and subscribe.